All right, say something clever. Mark Brewer, former chair of the Michigan Democratic Party.
Who is neutral in the presidential race, hasn't endorsed or contributed to anybody.
Why are you neutral in this race?
I may have some client interests at some point, so I'm staying neutral right now.
All right, then assess your opinion. Listen, wasn't this a debate that Hillary Clinton really had to come out strong? Did she succeed?
Yeah, no, I think she did succeed. She was very strong, firm, passionate. She handled, negative issues and attacks pretty well. So I think she very much accomplished her goals. Frankly, so did Bernie Sanders and I think Martin O'Malley accomplished the goals they needed to accomplish in the campaign. Lincoln Chafee and Mr. Webb, respectfully, I think should go home.
And what about, let's go back to Bernie Sanders for a minute there. He seemed to be pretty passionate, but the label of being a socialist, do you think that will ever, do you think the public really understands what that's about, and can they support a socialist?
I don't think he did a very good job explaining that, frankly. I think that was one of the weaker moments of the debate for him. I think he needs to focus on the issues, and when he was able to talk about the issues later on in the debate in terms of what he stands for as a democratic socialist, I think people will understand that. But he does need to work on that answer. That was a weak moment in the debate for him.
Were you surprised that he didn't take more of a shot at Hillary regarding the Benghazi issue and all of the email, that type of thing?
No, not at all. He's been very good, as have all the candidates, saying, look, we're not going to attack each other. We're going to talk about our issues, our positive approach. And I thought they did that last night. They complimented each other. They supported each other. They attacked the Republicans when it was required. I think you saw a very different debate than the Republican debate, which is kind of a game of gotcha, and they were always attacking each other and trying to undermine each other. I think the American people appreciated the positive tone of last night's debate.
But in this political world where sound bites make a difference, how do you really distinguish between the candidates if they're not going to go head-to-head against one another?
Well, I think there were some good sound bites last night by each of the candidates. Now, Hillary Clinton talked about how she'd be a different president because she's a woman. There's a big difference right there. So I think each of them got their sound bites in, but without having to, go negative and attack the other candidates.
If you were on the Hillary Clinton campaign team, what do you think she needs to do now to solidify this election?
Well, I think she needs to continue to get out there and campaign and not be perceived as taking it for granted or somehow being entitled to this. And she's been out there doing that, but she needs to continue to do that, demonstrate like she did last night why she should be elected president.
Maybe I missed it, but was Bill Clinton there? I didn't see him, and I heard one reference that Hillary made that just because my name is Clinton doesn't mean I'm not qualified, something to that effect.
That's right. I think the Clinton that got mentioned the most last night was her granddaughter, not Chelsea or Bill. I don't think either Chelsea or Bill were there based on what we saw from the audience.
How important are these debates, Mark Brewer?
I think they're very important, not just to Democrats, because Democrats have to make an important choice here, but also to the voters as well. I think it's really important that the Democrats not leave this messy Republican field out there to dominate the news by itself. As bad as they are, we've got to answer. And I think the Democrats did a good job last night laying out the alternatives and why one of our candidates will be the better candidate for president next year.
Were you following the Donald Trump tweets who basically said that the debate was boring?
Well, sir, it's boring if you're a blowhard like Donald Trump, but I think it was very substantive in sharp contrast to the Republican debate. So I was not following his tweets. I was interested in the substance of the debate, and there was plenty of substance there last night for folks.
All right, Mark Brewer, the former chair of the Democratic Party. All the best. Thanks for weighing in, Mark.
Thank you, Charlie.